Broadcasting live in 185 countries, 6 3/4 continents, on the International Space Station, and carried on both Voyager Golden records. It's the Weekly Rumble, where we place 4 YouTubers in a cage with a live lion. Oh wait, that's not how this works? The Weekly Rumble, where we pit the wits and opinions of 4 YouTubers against each other. Well, Chris Knight dishes out the points, or takes them away. Without further BS, here is your host, Chris Knight.
That is right. I am Chris Knight. This is the Real Review 3000. We've already got 7 people in the chat watching. I appreciate it. I see Lucifer Chavez. Thank you for being here, Lucifer. I always like having the devil on my side. Maybe not. Anyways, and we got Means of Destruction. Another one. If I had those 2 people on my shoulders, I would definitely be having a great time. Because I'd be doing whatever the hell I wanted then. I see Mr. CCDV's here. We got a lot of fun tonight. We got 4 people. 3 of them, I think, are new. Jedi might have been here once. We got Jedi Bill, Yvette, Deej, and Commodore Ty as our combatants tonight. So let's bring them up really quick. We're going to start with Mr. Jedi Bill. Jedi Bill, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, except for my whole system just went haywire. But you can talk. I'm still here, and so are you. So
yeah.
Go ahead and tell everybody about yourself and where you can be found.
I can be found on YouTube at JediBill797. I run a couple of shows. The main one is the Insomniac Soup live stream, and sometimes the Morning Blend. And I'm looking forward to. I'm gaming on Twitch now, so be doing that. Yeah, you can find me on Twitch, JediBill797, of course. And I might trying that new platform Odyssey out. So same name
for that. Yeah, I signed up for that. And also, you are the new recipient of a vanity title on YouTube. We got you set up with that last night. Yes, so make sure you check him out on youtube.com/JediBill797. That is his channel name now. Captain Trek, you are there in the chat. Thank you for being here. We're going to get you on, Captain. We're going to get you on here one of these days. So make sure you stick around. Austinator is in the chat. Awesome. Austinator. He has a poll up on Chaos Central. That's at Central Chaos on Twitter. Check that out. Vote for who you think is going to win today. Let's bring in the beauty to everyone's beast. Yvette, how are you doing today?
I got up early for you.
I know you did. Like at midnight, didn't you? Or is it midnight now?
No, it's 1 a.m. now. Yeah. But I got up in the evening. I got up before midnight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Just for me. I am special.
No, yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know I'm special. I mean, that's how it is. Why don't you tell people about yourself and what you're known for around the way?
Well, I haven't got a channel because I haven't got time. Otherwise, I probably would have one. But I happily bob around the community. Thoroughly enjoy everyone here. Being invited on all sorts of streams. It's great fun. I'm a professor of quantum physics, as I think most of you know, and I'm a super nerd.
That's good. And you're a big Doctor Who fan, right?
No. Really?
No? Okay. I thought you were. Maybe I was misinformed. Thomas Potts, good to see you. I know. Play along already. God, I'm going to take points away from you if you're not careful. Okay, maybe not. Don't give me that look. Boy, that didn't take long. I get those looks all the time. I'm like, boom, and get them like that. Doesn't matter who you are. If you're a female, I'm going to get that look from you within seconds.
Yes. Doesn't surprise me.
All right, guys. Let's see. We're going to bring in the next person and another newcomer today, Mr. Commodore Ty. Commodore, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How's everyone else doing?
Doing good. Everybody else? Okay. Hey, you guys can talk back, when he asks a question like how you guys are doing. So tell everybody about yourself and where you can be found.
Well, you can find me on YouTube at Commodore Ty, where I do a whole bunch of various reviews from shows from Superman and Lois to Resident Alien to the god-awful Batwoman and new Star Trek stuff. And you get to see me lose my temper on those ones, that's for sure. Those are definitely not for people that are easily offended.
They're not?
As well, you can catch me on Bird of Prey 5's stream most of the time when he does his open lines or his Cinema Saturday.
Hey, LDG, good to see you in the chat. Glad to have you here. Okay, and let's do this last but not least. The man who thinks he's always the winner, but he's always been the consummate runner-up. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, and for good reason, because if you've seen him in the pink bunny suit, you absolutely would never marry him. It's Deej Odyssey. Deej, how are you doing today?
I got a pulse. I can't complain.
Well, there you go. But you're going to, right?
At some point, I will. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
It's Deej.
Well, why don't you tell everybody about yourself and where you can be found? And don't talk about the thing with the lawyers and the school.
Yeah, I won't talk about that, and I won't talk about how I'm such a cheater at Jackbox game nights or anything like that. I'm just Deej. We do random streams over on Deej Odyssey, and we have fun with some movie nights and everything else. And I'm here to get second place. Yep.
Well, he does that to make the rest of everybody feel like they have something to play for, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's go over the rules really quick. Just really quick here. Basically, 2 topics from each panelist for a total of 8 topics. Normally, we still got 10 on the board. Some things happen. We won't go into it. But only 3 topics will get picked. Those 3 topics will have either 1, 2, 3 minute time limit on them. There's a possibility that the 4 and 5 minute times will be added. You get your mulligan. 1 mulligan for everybody. If you use your mulligan to add time, you can automatically double your judge's score. We have 3 judges. All 3 judges are anonymous unless they have something to say to you, at which point they have to come up and tell you who they are. Those judges will be judging you on use of time, overall comment, message, or ability to BS your way through the topic, and then staying on target, respecting the question or the topic, not talking bad about it, because everybody gives topics, so it's really nice not to sit there and make them feel like, oh, great, I came up with a stupid topic. Just treat it respectfully, and then you could get an easy 10 points. It's 10 points for each one of those categories. And let's see here. I got to do this. I got to share the screen. Am I forgetting anything? Let's see here. Judge 2. What is raid? Judge 2 is really talkative. I don't even know who the hell he is. I send out alert. All right, hey, Aravic Saunders. Very good to see you. I appreciate you being here. Everybody in the chat, thank you very much. Anybody watching the replay, thank you for checking this out. If you guys are interested in being on this show, by all means, DM me on Twitter at Chris95150. You can DM my ego. He's at TheEgo5150. Or you can DM Central Chaos or Chaos Central at Central Chaos, and we'll get you there too. There's the wheel of names, the wheel of questions, the wheel of time, and the wild card wheel. But well, now what happened? Well, I was going to see here. Let's see here. Oh yeah, here we go. Bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-bum. We're going to bring up the wild card, Judge number 3. Judge number 3 has an affliction for Sith Lords, and he also likes to call people in the middle of the night to play video games. Judge number 3, please reveal yourself. Thank you very much.
Knew it.
JJ, how you doing? JJ's like my
What's-
go-to wild card.
What's up, bitches and lady?
Hey, JJ.
See,
Good evening, everyone. Good morning, Yvette. Sorry it's so late for you, but thank you for coming through. What's up, Chris? How you
Not
doing?
much. I'm doing well. I'm going to bring you up here to reflect that you are the wild card and that in some sense you have a stature higher than some people. Not Yvette.
I'm only the second place runner-up of the grand champion. I was listening to you while I was backstage, and you was talking about Deej being the best bullshitter. Wrong. I hate to take that from you, Deej. I really do, because I think highly of you. But
It's okay.
Anzo is the grand champion, so he is the key bullshitter.
That is true. He is. He absolutely is. Now, do you know the new wild cards we have? Most of them?
I know some of them. Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to pick your wild card then? Since you are the wild card guy gets to pick what you guys have to suffer through.
See. Well, we've got some newcomers to the game, so let's just go ahead and just throw it to them old school and put the 4 and 5 minute on the wheel.
Ooh, how about that? Okay, we're gonna take this down. We're gonna bring up the wheel of time, and we will add the
Love you too,
5
Deej.
minute
Thank you.
and the 4 minute time. Ooh,
Yuck.
yeah,
Right.
that 5 minute time. Trust me, people will tell you there are people who have been sent away for many months. I did not mean to do that. All right. So, what we need to do right now is we need to spin to see who's going to go first on our first question. Can you guys hear that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. It is Jedi Bill, and he's at the top anyway, so that's good. So Jedi, since you've been picked, we're going to remove your name from there so you don't get to start again.
All right.
Then what we do is we get to spin this lovely wheel of topics to see what your topic will be. If you could create an original series of TV episodes, would you choose an existing IP or make your own? What would it be about? So, all right, hold on just a second. I'm going to put that into the chat. And then I got to bring up the timer, which is, of course, in the wrong place. And we got to do that. I got to tell you how long you get to talk. Now, if the 4 and 5 minute time gets picked, which the 4 minutes just got picked, it goes off the board. We will not get it more than once. 4 minute time has been picked. Remember, you each have a mulligan. You can change the time if you don't want to talk for 4 minutes. You can talk for 3, or you can use your mulligan to go up and get double the judge's score. JJ is the only judge currently that you know who it is, so you can kiss his ass and try to get points from him for that, which might backfire on you. I can't say if it will or won't. Or you can play to all 3 judges, the 2 you don't know and the 1 you do. So 4 minute time is what you guys
Chris.
get. Yes, sir.
One question.
Mhm.
Between me and the other 2 judges, we're only allowed to give up to 10 points each, and that's their combined total.
No, 30 points per judge. 10 points for use of time. 10 points for their ability, or what they say, their message on the topic, or their ability to BS on the topic. And then 10 points for their respect to the topic and staying on topic.
Okay, I thought that's what it was. I just wanted to ask before I just started throwing out, hey, 9 points, 10 points. Like, okay.
Tim Possible, good to see you. Appreciate you being here. Yes, but that's how we do
continue.
it.
Yeah, continue.
All right, here we go. 4 minutes. Jedi, are you ready? Do you want to use your mulligan? Anything like that?
No, I know what I'm going to say.
4 minutes is on the clock, and your time starts now.
I would make my own show for original show would be about a spy slash that was came back a couple hundred years later in the future, and he has to. Well, the world has changed in so many ways. So he was once cryogenically frozen, and well, the world's gone to shit, and he's got to save the world from itself and be the hero of the day each and every week. So yes, definitely originality. I'll throw all types of hooks and curves in there, where the audience will always be wanting more for sure. Absolutely. Let's see. I don't know if I give out all my stuff. Somebody's, I'm by this. By the way, this is copyrighted, so none of you can steal it out there.
Okay.
Don't you have no ideas out there?
I don't like ideas. It means that.
Yeah. No. My idea is because it's within my head, and yes, they're contrary to some people's beliefs. There's a brain because there is functionality because of course I have speech and I'm talking to you right now. So,
all right, keep going.
Yes. My characters, there'll be all types of twists and turns and cliffhangers at the end of each show. Actually, this is a novel that I was working on, so that's still work in progress. Let's see. 4 minutes is a long time.
Yes, it is.
It's a long time. Damn. I don't want to give away all my good stuff because I'm afraid of ideas.
Anything on this is yours, and I would fight in court to prove it. So you tell us as much as you can about it. Tell us about it.
Well, the main protagonist of my story is somebody I used to know who's no longer a part of the not amongst the living. So he's a good friend of mine, and it would be kick-ass Lone Wolf McQuaid style, my main protagonist, and just all types of 80s action, good spy stuff. We'll give James Bond a run for his money there. Let's see. So let's see. With the pilot, he's definitely going to find out why he's awakened to the future, and he's got to piece together what the hell happened to himself, and why is the world in such shit, and along the way he'll be finding different, because he's a good detective and whatnot, so. He's just all about kicking ass and taking names. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Well, anything else?
No, just looking for it on the horizon. There might be a short story coming up about it shortly to give people glimpses of this awesome kick-ass spy futuristic series.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. All right, that's the time, and 4 minutes back up. Okay, I need the two judges, please. Judge 1 and 2 in the back, please give me your scores 1 to 30. And JJ, I will start with you. You can tell me what your score is.
Well, before I start, before your next question, Bill, do yourself a favor. You reveal as much as you can for as long as you can. I understand the reasons behind it, but because everybody, I got it. Nobody wants their ideas stolen, man, and I can appreciate 100%. But here, as much as you can say, you need to say it because you are judged upon it, not just by me, but by the other team.
Yeah. No one.
But I'm gonna be easy on you, for the first question. I'm gonna give you 25 for it.
Okay.
25 points from JJ. Judge number 1, please tell me your score. I'm waiting for it. Judge number 1. Judge number 2. Judge number 1. Wow. 5. Wait. Judge number 2 says 21. Judge number 1 says 5, 4, and 9. Oh, God. You can't add it up for me. So 18 and 21 is what you got there. 18 and 21. So 18 plus 21 plus 25 is 64 points. Not too shabby out of 90. Let's, my God, I got to be more organized here right now. There we go. Okay. Scorecard.
This is not your first time, Chris.
Well, but it's the first time since I've reset my computer. So everything's in different places. 64, that is what you have. Up next is Yvette. Yvette, 4 minutes. Are you ready?
No.
All right, listen. It's very simple. I'm going to ask you one question. Listen, Yvette, I'm going to ask you one question. Just once. Ready?
Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world on HBO pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble!
Are you ready to rumble?
Yes.
4 minutes on the clock. Your time starts now.
Okay. Well, I've given this some thought. It's going to be an original series. I'm going to be using aspects of certain sci-fi series that I love and other series, borrowing perhaps, but improving on them. We're going to start with, obviously, wormholes, black holes to other dimensions, and we're going to be using certain techniques of traveling. Obviously, Stargate has the wormholes. I'm going to improve on that because I'm going to be using certain wormholes that actually connect to different dimensions, not just in our universe. So it's going to be very multi-dimensional. I hate that word, but there we go. We're going to have 2 people, standard human beings from very normal backgrounds that get thrown into an absolute mess in the multi-universes. They're going to have to be traveling from dimension to dimension, fixing problems on other worlds for their counterparts that are idiots. So we're going to see 2 of everything when it comes to our 2 heroes. And yes, they're going to be men. Hot men, probably Jensen Ackles. And we're going to see them sort out the problems for their counterparts who are going to be daft as brushes. Every week, it's going to be a very totally different story. It's going to be covering every genre, not just sci-fi. We'll have fantasy. We will have horror. We will have every type of mythology. We'll have angels. We'll have demons. Let's have Lucifer in there. Why not? We are going to cover everything, so nothing will get missed. So werewolves, sparkly vampires. We'll have other races traveling in spaceships in different dimensions. So every dimension could have a different race. Maybe every other episode we encounter something really, really frightening, like a xenomorph, but something even more destructive. Not even acid for blood, maybe something like borax, because that's nasty. And then we could do different ships. So we can take ideas from Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor Who, Farscape, Lex, Space 1999, because I do love an eagle. Using any ships, because every dimension could have any one of these ships. So this is going to be mind-blowing. You're going to see everything you ever wanted to do in sci-fi, fantasy, horror, whatever, Every episode is going to have something that's going to blow your mind and say, oh my God, that reminds me of that. But it's going to be different because it's going to be up to date. The weapons we're going to be using, number one, salt. Always carry salt. I cannot stress that enough to everyone in real life and for this new TV series. I hope you all enjoy it, and I'm going to copyright that immediately. Thank you.
All right, that's your time. One question to you. So what you're saying is you hate multidimension, but you're going to make it about multidimension.
Absolutely.
Isn't that going to drive you like nuts?
Have you met me?
Good point. All right, our judges in the back room, please. I need your scores 1 through 30. Combine it, please, judge number. And then JJ, what is your score?
I was getting all on board with this. I really was. Until she had to go and mention sparkly vampires. So I have to give her 27.
Oh.
Damn it.
27. He was eating from your hand, and then you fed him that gay vampire shit.
Sorry.
Judge number 1, judge number 2, please give me your scores in the back room.
Come on, guys. Keep up.
Oh, no. 10 plus 9 plus 10. Awesome. First go. 29. You just can't give it to me all in one number, can you? Oh, God. I asked for this by getting him in here. Judge number 2, Yvette, 25. Plus 25, that gives you a total of 81. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So we will find your name and add, 81. There you go. Very good. Very good. Up next, Commodore, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
4 minutes is on the board. Your time starts now.
Well, instead of creating my own IP, I would actually just take the Star Trek IP. Yes, I know lately it's been poisoned by the crap that we're currently seeing on TV with Discovery and Picard. But there's one era in Star Trek that they don't really talk much about, and that's between when Star Trek 6, the Undiscovered Country, to Encounter at Farpoint in the Next Generation. So I would base a series during that time frame, because during that time frame we could explore so much of the Star Trek universe. During that, we can bring in the Kazinti, have more about the Tholians, and as well bring more Tellarites and Andorians, species that we don't really see much about in later Trek from Next Generation onwards. So we'd have a lot more of those, explore the Alpha Quadrant, bring in new factions and everything, and show more conflict. Like, we have a tentative peace between the Federation and the Klingons at this time. So shows some of that tension between the two. Like, do we really trust them, or can we not trust them? Can we or can't we? As well, why not show the Cardassian Federation border wars, the thing that launched Star Trek Deep Space Nine? We hear a lot about it, but we don't see it. But let's see the aftermath of Celtic 3, people dealing with PTSD and all the darkness that could be, but also show it in a positive light of people getting through it, even though they might not want to. And we could also show the various starships that never get any true love. Like, we can show the New Orleans class, the Springfield class, the Challenger class. Hell, we can show more Nebula class. But just show those ships in their prestige and show them in action and show them why the Federation went to those ships during this time period. That they did have, at that time, good firepower. And you show the Federation expanding and expanding and expanding, showing the conflicts, showing the expansion, showing the inner demons of some of the people, thinking, hey, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. And maybe inject some behind the scenes stuff with the Romulans, because even though we might not see them on screen, let's show them being devious and sneaky and treacherous, and maybe working behind the scenes to already destabilize this new Klingon Federation alliance, because that's what the Romulans do. So there's so much possibility in this time frame. Like, maybe recast another person to play a young Jean-Luc Picard in the during the Stargazer and show the aftermath of the Battle of Maxia. You could have a great episode where he's getting reprimanded and he's standing up to himself. It's like, no, I did not cause this problem. Or we could also have some mirror universe episodes in showing the slow decline of the Terran Empire and leading up to the Cardassian Klingon alliance. There's a wide variety of different episodes, series you can show. Like, during that time frame, the Federation was in many skirmishes at that time. So why not capitalize it and show them on screen for Trek fans to enjoy and wash the stench of Discovery off of us?
Okay. All righty. Very good. Very good. Definitely something Star Trek that makes sense would be great. JJ, I'll have you give me your score, and I need the score from judges 1 and 2 backstage, please.
Well, you kind of lost me with the originality. Okay, that I have to be upfront and honest about that. But with that being said, man, I've always wanted a Star Trek show like that. Showing, hey, what's going on the Klingon home front, the Romulan home front, other species other than just the Federation. Not like DS9. I'm talking about strictly like a Klingon-based or Romulan-based, Tallarite-based Star Trek show. Other creatures, other cultures. I agree with that. With that being said, I have to give you a 26.
All right, 26 from JJ. Let's hear what Judge 1 and 2 say. Trek needs originality right now. 10 plus 8 plus 10. Great points. 28 points is what Judge 1 gave you. So we're going to go plus 28. And then Judge 2 says 22 points. So 76 is your total. 76. Let's go back. Get this up here. 76.
That's why you're number 2. That's why you're number 2, man. You're harsh.
All right, 4 minutes on the board. Deej, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
4 minutes, your time.
I know I'm not going to use a mulligan.
Your time starts now.
All right, I'm going to be like Commodore Ty here. I'm not going to be as original as the first two were making up their own series. I'm going to take over a current IP, which is Doctor Who. It sorely needs fixed, and it needs a real fan to fix it. First of all, I would start off with Capaldi again and have it all a feverish dream, and he doesn't regenerate. It's all a nightmare he had of these last couple of seasons. Be it he got poisoned or something, and that's why he got it. Then I would also draw on some of the more classic villains and some of the newer ones and polish them up and put them back to their glory, like the Cybermen. The Cybermen were turned into a joke. They were just as deadly as the Daleks. I would put the Daleks back to being a real terror, not to be just show up, yell, exterminate, and get wiped out easily during an episode. I would go back to the old form of storytelling with Doctor Who and split it up into maybe two-parters to tell a full story, not just smash it in there and
like they used to do.
Well, I wouldn't go clear back like they used to do with like 4-parters because those were
but
22
similar
minutes.
to that idea.
But similar to that idea. Flush out the story more, make it more interesting, make it more to where you got the information and it made you think. I would also not allow to have these writers that constantly want to beat you over the head pushing some political agenda. Do like they used to do with it. Mention it slightly, make the person think about it, but don't beat them over the head with it. And I would stop this BS of Time Lords changing genders. No, they specifically had Time Lords and Time Ladies. They were two separates. The Time Ladies were able to control their regenerations better and even switch what they wanted to within a certain time frame while they regenerated. And I'd leave the doctor more erratic at first when he regenerates, and then he finally finds his way. Those are just parts of what I would do to it. I would also finally bring back Gallifrey and restore it to what it once was, which was a race of beings that had pretty much ultimate knowledge, but they didn't want to interfere with other people. They just kind of did the little nudgings through the doctor and let him do it, and that's why they allowed him to run and do what he wanted, because they knew they could go to him, and if something needed solved and they didn't want to get their fingers dirty, they could sit there and let the doctor do it. I would put the master back to being a point-on villain and not some erotic nutcase that laughs and giggles like he's had a mental institution. That's what we had of him during this last series too. Don't need that. The doctor was not that, or the master was not that way. The master was actually very intelligent and not neurotic.
Very good, very good. Let's see here. We're gonna get. Oh, I see. Was that Yvette? Was that you, Yvette?
Yeah.
Of course it was.
I actually thought about doing that myself, but yeah, good job, Deej.
Okay, before we go any further, Chris, I don't know if you took it out or forgot to mention it. Lady and gentlemen, you do have a rebuttal if you have one to the comment. You have 30 seconds to show your or present your
this
rebuttal.
thing right. Oh, not that one. Hold on. This right here, the rebuttal timer.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna use that the next round. I was gonna kind of just.
Oh, okay. I'm
there.
sorry. I was sitting here thinking
No.
about it. Like you failed to mention it.
No, yeah, I did purposely.
And last but not least, on the rebuttal, you have to say you want to use your rebuttal. Just don't start piping in and talking and what. You got to make it known.
Yep.
And last but not least, I want to throw a score out there. Chris, you get minus 100 points because you're tweeting out the show, but you're doing it for the rule of 3.
I did.
Look at what you tweeted out. Not the tweet, but the card part.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, whoops! Damn it. I'll fix
wrong
that.
Wrong show, bro. Wrong show.
God damn it.
That's okay. That's okay.
Shit
That's all right.
It's been a long day.
I know. I'm living proof. Gotcha. Deej, you, if not any, as long as anybody else that would know me, I'm not a real big Doctor Who fan, but listening to what I was listening to, it sounded like it could possibly be successful, compared to Jodie Whittaker. Anyway, so I'll give you 27.
27. Judge 2 says 27. That's 2 27s to your. And Judge 1, Tuffy, 26.5. It's 27. We don't do point anymore here. So it's either 26 or 27.
Well, no, it's 26.5. You have to round it up to 7.
Fair enough. There you go. That's what he said. It's 81 1 point.
Not bad.
Tying Yvette. Very good. Now, guys, remember, you do have your mulligan, so you can change time. You add a minute, and even with the 5 minute, you can add a minute. I'll let you do that if it comes up. Remember, that can double your scores. So Yvette and Deej, you both could have had 162 right off the bat. So remember that. All right, we're going to go back to the wheel of topics and find out what topic number 2 is. In Supernatural, who is your favorite character and why? In Supernatural, who is your favorite character and why? Let's see here on the Wheel of Time. We will shuffle it and spin. How about that? It is the 1 minute time. The 1 minute time has been selected.
And you got to spin the player who starts.
Oh, yeah. See, my new rules, man, it always screws with me. Your first speaker will be... She's happy about this, I'm sure. Listen to that evil laugh. Okay. We'll remove Yvette's name, and we'll bring up that 1 minute timer. All right, Yvette, you got 1 minute. Would you like to use your mulligan?
Absolutely.
Would you like? How much time would you like to add to this?
What's the maximum?
5.
5 minutes today.
Okay. Maximum.
Maximum power. The 5 minute rumble timer is up, and your time starts now.
Supernatural. Who is my favourite character? Well, if anyone knows me, it's Dean Winchester. Dean is the brother of Sam Winchester. He is the ultimate good and bad boy. He will protect his brother and his family, and family does not end in blood. He has taken on absolutely anything that is thrown at him. In 15 years of playing Dean, we have seen him go from a vampire killer at the very beginning to taking on Chuck, God himself. Dean has excellent knowledge of all different types of occult, magic, religion, demonic and spiritual. He has excellent skills in fighting, flirting, drinking, and eating pie, which is his favourite. If you can't have a pie, he gets rather upset. He always wears a very nice plaid shirt. He always looks good, and he always kills with style. Dean has gone from a 22-year-old, 23-year-old to a 40-odd-year-old man in the 15 years, and has only got better and better. So I'm going to point out some of my favourites from Supernatural with Dean in them. The first one is Dog Dean Afternoon. Now this is a case of an animal witnessed a murder, and the only way they had to try and find this absolutely diabolical monster was to take a potion, not a traditional witch potion, more of a spiritual animal potion, and Dean swallowed it. They didn't think it worked, and then suddenly a postman appeared, and Dean jumped up at the window and started barking at him. Now, He spends the afternoon talking to this dog and also discovers that all animal language is the same. A bit like Espanol, not Espanol, the Spanish mixed one, but it works for the animals. And one of the best scenes in it is a pigeon above Baby. Just to let you know, Baby is the Impala 67 car. Oh my God, sex on legs. There is a pigeon above it. And as Dean's coming out chatting to the dog, he hears the pigeon saying, "Whoa, I'm rumbling up for this one." And it shits on his window. Dean, of course, it's Baby, not happy. So he tells the pigeon off, and the pigeon basically tells him to go shove it. I won't use the exact language. And lines up to do another one. And Dean gets his gun out to shoot it. Now, what you have to bear in mind is no one else can hear any of this, including Sam, who's like going nuts, going, "What are you doing? It's a pigeon." So we'll move on to another episode where Dean loses his memory. He's actually cursed by a witch, and he slowly loses his memory. The comedy in it is excellent, but it has a very dark side as well. Rowena, who is the stunning, beautiful, gorgeous redhead witch, is looking after Dean, and basically in the end he doesn't even know who he is, but still, with the primeval force he has built into him as a hunter, he manages to kill the witch, even though he's not sure he should have done it or not. And then Rowena uses the book from these evil witches to get his memory back. Dean Winchester is the most awesome character in Supernatural. Thank you for listening.
Yes, indeed. All right.
I already know whose question that was. So, yeah. Double points this round, Chris? Right?
Yes. So judge
Okay,
number
I'll
one has
give her-
already given 30. So that's 60. Judge number two, please weigh in.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll go last.
Okay.
I am number 3.
28. That's 56.
And mine would have to be 27.
So that's
54.
54. Total of 170 points. Deej chimes in now. I was waiting for something like that was favoritism like that. Nothing, Deej, really? You're gonna let me down?
I'm keeping my mouth shut on this, even though we know what I'm thinking.
Deej, run your mouth all you want, bro. We can't take points away from you unless Chris says so.
Yeah, and he'll
This is
say
true.
so I'm staying quiet.
How about I just take 100 points away from you for not saying what you think? No.
That's okay, too. I know I'm going to lose already, so it's fine.
Oh, what? There he goes. Starting it off.
You have no clue. He gets a minute unless he wants to use his mulligan.
Exactly. Do you, Commodore, it's your turn. You have 1 minute on the board, or you can use your mulligan, and all you have to do to get double points is add 1 minute. You do not have to go up to 5.
I'll keep it just at the 1 minute.
Okay, fair enough. 1 minute, and hopefully you did enough internet searching during that 5 minutes. Your time starts now.
So Supernatural, the show that's filled with wizards, witches, and all that crazy stuff. To pick a good character out of it, I go with my favorite, Wolin McLeod, praised by Ruth Connell, however you say her last name.
Rowena.
Thank you. Made me lose my track of thought for a second. But how can you disprove a powerful ass witch who the Winchesters go to when they can't figure stuff out? When they have a problem, they go to her. So you know she's badass when your main protagonist goes to her to figure out what the hell's happening. As well, you can't go against her because she was the mother of the future king of hell. What more do you want? A badass woman knows what she wants. Even death doesn't stop her.
1 minute is up. Very good. Not bad. Sometimes it's tough to do that 1 minute because you got to shove everything into it. Judge 1 and 2, please give me your scores. And JJ, if you want to go first, you can.
Well, first, I got a question. Ty, you don't watch Supernatural, do you?
I know very little about the series.
Okay, all right. I'll give him 28.
28 points, very good.
Sounded legit to me.
Good. Judge 2 says 26. And Judge 1 says only for the small hiccup, 27.
Chris, can I say something?
You may.
Ty, excellent job. One of the best characters, so good job that.
All right, your total after the 81 points is added is 157 points. Very good. And up next is Deej, who believes he's losing. He's going to lose anyways. Would you like to use your mulligan?
Nope.
No, you would not. 1 minute's on the board, and your time starts now.
Okay, since I've never watched the show, I've never cared to watch the show, I'm going to talk about Supernatural, the 18th studio album of Latin rock band Santana. Because, well, it is supernatural. It had Eric Clapton in it. It had Rob Thomas, Eagle Eye Cherry, Lauryn Hill, CeeLo Green. It was a great album. It was number 1 in 11 countries, including the U.S., for non-consecutive weeks and was certified 15 times platinum. Yes, folks, that is an achievement to get 15 times platinum. Now, come on, you got to say that this Supernatural was awesome. The favorite character of it, of course, Carlos Santana. How can you not love that guitar playing? You just have to love that all. So that is the Supernatural the Deej knows about. Thank you.
That was expertly played. If I've ever seen the way to play this game, that was like the best way. That was nice. JJ.
Well, I'm just going back to something you had mentioned early on when you explained the rules. He deviated from the question.
Did he?
Yeah, it was about Supernatural, the TV show.
What, was it?
Yeah,
the question was.
Did it say that?
Yes.
No, he didn't. No, hold on.
It stated, the question alone stated, simply put, and I will have to defend.
In Supernatural, who is your favorite character and why?
Could it not be the album?
Not musician.
But Carlos Santana is kind of, that's up to you. You're the judge. I will let you judge it how you want. I think it was a brilliant move, in my opinion.
I thought it was too, but with the new rules in effect, you're saying you can't deviate from the question.
I didn't say that. I said stay on target and don't diss the question. Use the time and the ability to talk about that topic, its message, or the ability to BS. And if you ask me, that was one giant step towards like rock star.
Well, hey, I'm not arguing the fact it was an excellent delivery. And since I'm wrong on the rules, and I'll retract my statement, I have to give him a 30 for it.
Okay. And then
because it was an excellent delivery.
Judge 2 says 28, and Judge 1 states Judge 1, number 9.
That's the Beatles.
Oh, you said 28? Oh, he did up there. Okay.
Once again, y'all, Chris is not paying attention. Yeah, I know.
A total of 86 points for you, sir. And we're going to add that to your current 81 for a total of, everybody, say it with me, 167 points. 167. Jedi, you have 1 minute on the clock. Do you want to use your mulligan and add it 1 minute to get double points, or do you want to hold off on it?
No, just go with a minute.
1 minute. Okay. Your 1 minute starts. Go.
What can I say about Supernatural? A show that ran for 15 seasons. I have to say my favorite character is Jared Padalecki playing Sam Winchester. Well, what can I say? The battles, the different supernatural things that happens from week to week. And did I say it was 15? It lasted for 15 seasons. That's a mighty. The show ran from 2005 to just last year, 2020, when the show had its run. Don't we want more supernatural? But I have to say the hotties are Ruby and Ruth. Oh yeah.
I think Yvette would be up for 15 more seasons.
Oh God, yeah.
All right. 1 minute is up, and I need the scores, please, in the back. Let's see here. We got. Okay. I will. Judge 1 needs to pee. Let's see here. Judge 1, 25 points. Judge 2. Judge 2, 22. So let's get this up here. 22 and 25. What do you say, JJ?
I have to give it a 24.
24. Total is 71. Add the 64. And that's a total of 135. 35. Anybody's game because Deej, Commodore Ty, and Jedi all have their mulligan. And they could hit it out of the park in the next one because it could be something they put up. And that's why we do this way.
And you forgot to put the mulligans on the scoreboard.
Oh, no, I didn't. You bet right here. And we'll do 1.
Okay.
That's how I do it. That's all I do.
Oh, okay.
It's nothing special. Until I actually sit down with like LDG and actually make a good scoreboard and the whole OBS scene for this, which I'm more
over the top like you like to push it, but that's okay.
Exactly. You know me so well. All right, let's make sure we give Judge 1 a second here. Go through Jared Padalecki ended up marrying fake Ruby. Jared Padalecki has bad taste.
Yeah, you're right.
Bill obviously loves sparkly vampires more. Is that true, Jedi? Jedi?
Parrot head. I'll get you.
Chuck sucked.
Oh yeah.
Fake Ruby. Real Ruby. Fake Ruby stinks. Not a single person is going to choose God as their favorite character.
Wow.
That would have been too easy.
All right. Judge 1 is back. So now we will go and we will get back to the wheel. Let's just see who's going to start our last round. Commodore or Deej? Of course, Deej is always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Or at least the DJ at the wedding.
It happened the last show, too. I never won a wheel spin.
I know.
Well, you put us in perfect order because it went down the way it's on.
Well, we promise you, if he spun the wheel now, you would win.
Maybe.
No, it would probably end up on that little black line right there on the left side.
Damn.
All right. Let's see here. We're gonna go and see. Let's mix this up a little bit. let's see what the time's going to be first.
5 minutes. 3 minutes. Excuse me. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay, so the 3 minute time.
Gentlemen, this is the time to use your mulligans because this is the last question. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah. Now, you don't have to. There's no forcing you to, but I would suggest highly to get that double points, adding a minute to it. But we have to see what that topic is to see if you're comfortable doing that. The final topic of the night.
I can talk about nothing for 3 minutes.
What TV series or movies from announced remakes are you least and most excited looking forward to? Or least and most looking forward to. I'm sorry, I can't even talk today. What TV series or movies from announced remakes are you least and most looking forward to?
Can I ask you a question about that?
You may.
For that question, does that include like sequels or continuations of a certain series that are coming back after being off the air for a while?
That would probably be called a reboot, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know. Deej, was this your question?
Yeah, this was my question, and it could be either that or it could be that. That comic book podcast.
Okay, so it can be that. There you go. So, Commodore, you have 3 minutes on the board. Would you like to add that extra minute and use your mulligan?
I guess I'll use the mulligan.
Okay. 4 minutes is on the board, or you want just one extra minute, right?
Yep.
I can give you 5 minutes if you really want.
No, that's all good.
Okay. 4 minutes is on the board. Your time starts now.
Well, with all the remakes and reboots coming out, that clearly shows you that Hollywood has lost any ideas of originality. But there are a few that are coming out that I'm actually looking very much forward to. One is definitely the new CSI, because when I was a bit younger, I really enjoyed the original CSI, and now that they're bringing that back with the same people, and they're just going to expand on it and make it even bigger and better, hopefully, and they don't screw it up. I'm really heavily looking forward to watching the CSI Las Vegas because that's one of the few shows that really got me hooked into serialized TV. As well, another series that I'm really looking forward to seeing is Dexter coming out because they're bringing back Dexter. I am heavily looking forward to it. It was like a gritty, down-to-earth series, and it was just phenomenal. And see the different ways that Dexter could kill someone now. I don't know if it's going to be a continuation or if it's going to be a reboot of the series, but I'm heavily looking forward to it. Maybe we'll find out Dexter's in a new location and off on a new killing spree, or maybe he's made his way back down to Miami. Who knows? I'm really looking forward to that. For series that are not my favorites, well, there's one big glaring one, and that is the CW's Powerpuff Girls. Like, really? It looks like other crap coming out. Like, when the CW, the people that gave you such classics as Batwoman and Supergirl and, like, the SJW shit tells you, no, go back and redo your work on a series, you know it's going to be complete and utter garbage. So that series, I am heavily not looking forward to because they clearly don't know what the hell they're doing with it. And also, Willy Wonka. Why? Why do we need an origin story of Willy Wonka? We know he's a mysterious chocolate maker. We don't need to add stuff to him. Those ones are really burning my bridges, and I don't care to ever see those movies or series or whatever. The ones I'm looking forward to are the new CSI and the new Dexter, because those were my favorites back when I was younger, and I'm looking forward to hopefully them re-bringing them back and continuing the awesome stories that they had back in their heyday, because those were gems of series. Those, like the CSI series, launched its own franchise based on how good the original was, and if they're bringing the original back, I am heavily looking forward to it. Another remake or reboot of a series that I don't care for is the Law and Order Organized Crime. Because I was so hyped for it, I watched the first episode, just the first episode, and it was utter garbage. But they have the mafia boss bringing in counterfeit masks and respirators for during the COVID. So they're really dating themselves, and they just make a total laugh at it. Like the characters look one-dimensional; they don't look like they were back. Well, the one character back when he was in SVU doesn't look like the same character at all. Who he was in, so it was just complete another garbage. Watching it, and I'm like, nope, I'm done after one episode. So there are some good stuff coming out with CSI Las Vegas and Dexter, and there's some other crap with CF.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Powerpuff Girls and Law and Order.
Yep. Thomas Potts. They already showed how he did it. He went to Oompa Loompa Land and the whatever the remake was with Johnny
Charlie
Depp.
and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
That was Willy Wonka. Wait, no, that's right. The remake was Charlie.
Yep.
Yes,
Johnny Depp version.
I am absolutely waiting for that, David. Absolutely, that has been like on my list since they announced it.
I completely forgot about the Ghostbusters movie.
Well, that's perfect. Like 4 minutes.
Isn't it called Afterlife?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is a continuation slash kind of a. I think it's the start a reboot. If it takes off, I think you'll see. Oh shoot! Now I forgot his name. Yeah.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, thank you. And I forgot, but he's from Kansas City, so I was like, yeah, I love Paul Rudd. So that was definitely. I think if he can make it work, they'll continue it, and I hope that happens. All right, Judge 1 and 2, please put your scores into. Oh wait, whoa, no. Last round, in last round I do not show the scores. So Judge 1 and 2,
Chris.
please DM me on Twitter, please. DM me on Twitter. And same to you, JJ. And what we'll do is we will go on and Deej, would you like to use your mulligan and go to the 4 minutes?
Yep.
Okay. Judge 1 and 2, remember to DM me your scores. Thank you. 4 minutes is on the clock. Your time, Deej, starts now.
All right. Well, to start off with, I am looking forward to a remake of an old historical war movie, All's Quiet on the Western Front. It's in post-production right now, so it should be out next year. That one actually sounded like it might be interesting. Now, ones that I don't want to see, because I'm afraid of what they're going to do. The first one's The Crow. They're in pre-production for that one, and why ruin The Crow? The first one was just almost perfection. You're never going to be able to top The Crow. A second one that really has me scared, An American Werewolf in London. Of course, this time it's going to be a couple traveling through the UK, and, well, the girl gets bit by the werewolf this time. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Another one I'm sort of looking for is a adaptation of Time Bandits for TV. Now, it does make me leery because, well, we know what Time Bandits was. It was a bunch of little people that were working for God, and they stole the map to bounce through time. And I don't know how that's going to play out, if they're going to change all that. That would be a major thing that would screw up Time Bandits. And then, of course, we have in pre-production Escape from New York. Why? Why are you going to mess with that one? It's just, oh boy, do we really need that? Or Scarface. They want to redo Scarface now. Why? You know, it really is sad that Hollywood has ran out of ideas and they're trying to go back to all these old classics. And we've seen from some of them, they just completely screw them up like they did when they tried to reboot Ghostbusters. I'm not really including Ghostbusters on my list of this because it actually is a sequel. So I'm not going to count that as a remake or a reboot. But, you know, they want to redo the Toxic Avenger. They want to redo Weird Science. Come on, people. It's horrible. They even want to redo LDG's favorite, The Black Hole.
What?
Now that might be kind of cool because they could have better special effects. But when they say a reimagining, that just has to scare you, folks, because we know what they do. I mean, come on. There's just too many ideas that you could have out there, and they just want to keep beating a dead horse and putting out stuff like Overboard. Come on, Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell, that was fine just the way it is. Why do you got to redo it? Seriously, why do you want to redo a Perry Mason? Why? Are they that out of ideas in Hollywood now that they've got to go that far to screw everything up?
To answer your question on that, Deej, yes, they are. Right.
But
yeah.
Hey, Deej, here's another reimagined one that nobody seems to think, because I love The Black Hole. I actually do. I love that movie. And with better special effects, I think it would be a better movie. But also The Last Starfighter. Redo the graphics on it. That would be a beautiful movie.
See, but that's something I would almost just do that. Go through on the original negative and redo stuff. So, all right, guys, over in the judges room, please send me your scores over there. I greatly appreciate it. And while we're doing that, while I'm waiting for that, Jedi, would you like to use your mulligan and go up that extra minute?
You're at 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
You're at 3 minutes right now, or you can go up to 4 and get double points.
Remember, Bill, either you use it or lose it.
Yeah. Mulligan, I guess. Mulligan for 4. 4. Oh my God, 4.
Yes. All right. So, question is what remakes, reboots, that type of thing, or continuations that the show hasn't been around for a while that you either are most excited to see or least excited to see? So, and you've heard them all mention the different
yes,
different ones. So,
well,
all right.
It sounds like they're also making they want to take a gander at remaking the Maltese Falcon. Oh my God! Don't mess with that movie. Please don't mess with that movie. Come on, that was Humphrey Bogart. People, don't mess with Humphrey Bogart, man. The Werewolf in London. Yeah, no, don't you can't make perfection better. You can't make perfection better. These stupid Hollywood types who think they know everything. Brought to you by frickin' China. Anyway, oh God, oh yeah. So I am kind of looking forward to Ghostbusters Afterlife. I was kind of waiting a while to see that one. So yeah, we'll wait till November to see that one. Dune, the remake of Dune, that is it's going to be woke, and I'm sorry. Again, you can't mess with perfection here, and it looks woke, and that would probably be a disappointment. I wish they would, Hollywood weirdos would just stop Come on, stop this train of taking our favorite IPs, our youth, and are taking it away from us, and stop the madness. But you know, they don't care because they just don't care about actual people and great storytelling anymore. Films today have lost touch with great storytelling, and when there is a great story, the Holly weirdos who produce these films will not make them because they don't have their initiative and narrative isn't being placed. Their politics isn't being pushed forward. Their narrative isn't glossed over in these remakes. Definitely another other films that left in the just any remake. Some films just shouldn't be remade because you're messing with genuine perfection. Some I agree with some of you that some films can be made better. Definitely, some of the films that we were talking about, like the Black Hole, can be reimagined and good. But you know, with current CGI and whatnot, but that's where you lose a lot of your storytelling, especially when it comes to like the American Werewolf in London. Practical effects, you can't recreate those awesome practical effects from those great classics, and you lose a lot of your storytelling and imagineering when you do that. When we rely solely on CGI, you lose storytelling and plot points and everything. Anyway, thank you.
All right. All right, the judges are going to be getting me your score, and you get double points because you did use your mulligan. And last, but certainly not least, is Miss Yvette, and I'm going to bring back your 3-minute timer. And you get 3 minutes, and you get standard scoring because you've already used your mulligan. You so waited for that question. It's like evil genius is like, yeah. No, okay. Anyway, 3 minutes is on the board. Your time starts now.
Right. Well, pretty much most of you know how I feel about reboots and remakes. I am no fan whatsoever. However, I'm going to start with the two things I am hoping may be okay. The first one is the Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, going last, obviously a lot have already been mentioned, so I'm not going to go into it too much. But my fingers are crossed for this because it's gone back to the people that really loved to create it. So my hopes are with that. The other one is Matrix 4. I was a huge Matrix fan, and I am really hoping that they get this right as well. So I'm not going to dwell on the good stuff because there isn't any more. I'm going to An American Werewolf in London, which has been mentioned. God almighty, kill me now. They're going to be doing Pet Sematary. I cannot imagine how they're going to make that any better or any. It was one of the most frightening Stephen King's. It creeped me out. The Crow, obviously. Dirty Dancing, people. Dirty Dancing. How dare they touch that film? Now, I could go on forever on this. Drop Dead Fred. Nah, it was okay, funny in its time. A lot of you might not have seen it because it's quite an old film, so it may do okay. The one that upsets me, well, there's two that upsets me more. Starship Troopers should not be messed with. It is a wholly great, exceptional film. And the other one is War Games. My head explodes thinking about that. Okay, for TV series, no up-and-coming TV series I'm excited about. There is Saved by the Bell, Jesus Christ, remake, and the one I really want to talk about, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Again, why touch with what worked? Can no one come up with an original idea anymore? I really hate film and TV industry at the moment. So that's my opinion.
Very nice, very nice. And we will stop that screen share. We got all of you guys here, and I'm going to wait to see what score they give you. While we're doing that, while we're waiting for the final score, let's go around one more time, and let's have all four of our panelists tell you about themselves and where they can be found. Jedi Bill, will start with you, and then we're gonna give you what you've wanted. We're gonna unmask the two mystery judges. So be ready for that. They'll be coming up in just a minute. So, Jedi, tell everybody about yourself and where you can be found, please.
Hello, I am Jedi Bill 797. I run my YouTube channel by the same name. You can find me on YouTube, Jedi Bill 797, where I run the late show or the early morning show, Insomniac Soup. And I run sometimes the Morning Blend. And you can find me here at Twitter at ZombieBasher997. And you can find me on Twitch, where I will be starting game playing through my recently acquired Xbox. Thank you, Paula Sensman. And I hope you will see me on Odyssey very, very, very soon. Thank you very much.
All right. Up next, make sure that, let's see here. Let's go to Yvette. Yvette, tell everybody about yourself and where you can be found.
As I said, I don't have a active channel, but everyone's welcome to subscribe anyway, you know. You never know. I might post something one day. I like to bob around in the community. I enjoy talking to everyone. That's really about it, I'm afraid. A Doctor Who fan, and many other sci-fi series, and Supernatural, of course.
Right up next, let's go to Commodore. Commodore, go ahead.
Hello all, Mr. Commodore Tycoles here, your commanding officer to the world of pop culture. So, you can find me on YouTube at Commodore Ty, where I do many various reviews, which include, and not excluding, there's the various new Star Trek, which gives me a massive headache and drives me to drink. I do Superman and Lois, which is surprisingly one of the only good things that's come out of the CW in the last 10 years, as well as various other shows that might be interesting if you give them a chance. Like there's Resident Alien that just finished its first season, waiting on the second season for it. And also on Thursdays, I do #Throwback Thursdays, when I go back and I review an older series. Right now, I'm going through the 1966 sci-fi classic, The Time Tunnel, where it manages to merge in a beautiful blend of history and sci-fi. So you can always catch me on my channel. If I'm not there, you'll see me on Bird of Prey 5's mini streams. As well, you'll find me living rent-free in LVG's backstage area, where I'm usually bouncing off ideas from these guys to figure out what my next video is going to be. So, hope you can all help me out, support the channel, support these guys as well. They do great stuff. And hope to see you all somewhere later.
All right. Last but not least, Deej Odyssey. Deej, tell everybody about yourself and where they can find you.
Hello, world. It's D. No, never mind. I'm stealing that number. Stop that. Anyway, I'm Deej. I'm the odd one. You can find me over on Deej Odyssey, where we do Jackbox game nights. We do movies. We watch some in the backstage. We'll have random topics, and we'll just have panels up where we talk and enjoy and have fun and do random and crazy things, and even find out about LDG's tube steak fascination and things like that. You'll also find me here on Chris's channel every once in a while. You find me over on JJ's once in a while. You'll find me on Han Stars for Name That Tune every once in a great while when I'm complaining about losing again. Yeah, I'm the big loser. I am the weakest.
You don't know that.
I am the weakest link.
Well,
You don't know that.
you don't. No, you don't know that.
well,
We don't
well,
know
I do
anything
know-
yet.
I do know when it comes up to Name That Tune for this season's final, I will be the biggest loser.
All right, let's do this. Judge number one. Judge number one. He has an affliction for watch parties.
Hello, world. It's Birdo Prey 5.
Oh,
Cups locked.
Crap.
And also,
We think you leave for good.
And now, please welcome to the stage, Pickles.
Did I have you fooled? He was about to say stuff about me. I'm like, no, shut up.
I knew it.
Good deception. Good deception.
I thought it was bird of prey.
it's Mr. LDG. LDG of Geeks and Joy. Thank you, LDG. You were unable to make it last time. And trust me,
Hey,
I
let's come
understand having to crash. And that's what happened last time. But that's perfectly fine. But thank you. Let's see. And yeah, Rig. Let's see who is judge number 2. Judge number 2 is Mr. Austinator with the dabbing Squidward.
Hello.
All right. That's all you
Sounds like
hello?
he almost sounds like a young bird right there.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, you know. All right,
No.
LDG, tell everybody about yourself really quick.
LDG of LDG Geeks and Joy. You'll find me.
Okay.
Find me on YouTube.
Agreed.
LDG of Geeks and Joy. Geeks and Joy Nerd Erotica, Geeks and Joy watch parties, Geeks and Joy live streams, Geeks and Joy rants. Look them up on YouTube. They're coming up soon. And on my backstage. And we do watch parties, open panels, open topics. We like to have some fun. I like to fuck with this guy, and that guy, and that guy, and that guy,
Everybody.
and her. And it's soon to be Odyssey this Saturday, where we're going to take Nerdgasm the next level, guys. So make sure you check us out. Geeks Enjoy Nerd Erotica, Nerdgasm, where we take it to the next level, to the new forum that lets us say and do what we want to do. We're going to have some fun.
He's got
Saturday,
so many, he
12,
can't even
13 a.m.
remember it.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Geeks enjoy tube steaks and negative 99,999
No, I haven't had
points.
sushi in a while. I'm taking a break from the sushi. Okay, I'd rather have
You're
some
the-
tube steak. Okay.
This is Deej. That's what you need to use from now on. You are the Deej's link. Anyways, Austin, tell everybody about yourself and where you can be found.
Well, I'm not, like I said, I'm still taking a break from my channel for 2 weeks, but, but I got my exams done yesterday. I just got a couple loose ends to tie up, but otherwise, yeah, I mean, just find me everywhere at this point. When I get back to my channel, there's gonna be some new stuff coming. I'm probably gonna be going into more wrestling content because, fuck, I'm tired of talking about the same shit and there's nothing to talk about. And the stuff that is to talk about, I just don't give a fuck. Because have you seen that movie Army of the Dead? That was shit. I don't want to talk about that. So you know what? I'm just gonna do something else. So go and do that.
That's
and
quite
also
all right.
check out Chaos Central Twitter.
Indeed. Ostinator over there does help out and run the Twitter for Chaos Central, so I appreciate him doing that. JJ, talk about yourself and tell everybody about yourself, and then we'll get to the final points.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy JJ. First off, like I said when the show started, Yvette, thank you for stepping in the way you did. I know it's late at night or early in the morning for you. It's greatly appreciated. Austin, you too. You come in last minute. It's greatly appreciated. But yeah, everybody, that's in the chat, most of you know who I am and where I can be found. 3 places on Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, over on the weekly wrap-up, 8:30 Eastern on Chaos Central. I do a show called The Bad Batch Roundtable. We talk about the current episode of The Bad Batch. And then later on that night, 11 p.m. Eastern, over on Honstar's channel, where you'll find me over there on Jackbox Game Night and Name That Tune. We have Name That Tune this week. You'll find myself. Chris Knight is our DJ. And one of my co-hosts and the main man of the show, Hanstar, he'll be back for Name That Tune. He is back in action. Will be great to see him again. And then Monday, I usually do a weekly live stream called Randomness at its Finest. Random panel, random topic situation. Come by, like, share, subscribe. All the fun stuff that goes with it. And then Tuesday over on Bigger Ford Entertainment and Chaos Central for the Chaos List. To see whatever Onslow throws at us. And, of course, the fan favorite, crowd favorite, the honorable mentions. And then last but not least, you'll find me here every once in a while on the Rumble. Either as a wild card as I was today, or as a contestant, or as a combatant, as I like to say. Thanks for having us on, Chris. I appreciate it, man. Great show.
Not an issue. And, okay, so it's time. I guess I have to do this. The final standings, folks, are as such. Yvette with 337 points. Deej with 337 points. Commodore Ty 321 and Jedi Bill with very respectable 299. Congratulations, guys. You did a really good job. But we do have a tie. And if you remember one other thing, the holdover from last season is still this. In the event of a tie, the tiebreaker will now be decided by the final 5. The final 5 questions are 5 questions that I will pose to you two, Yvette and Deej, and you guys have to tell me how I would answer it. So I'm gonna put Jedi, Ty, LEG, Ostinator, and I'll leave you, JJ, since you were my wild card. I'll leave you up here. But I'm going to put all you guys down in the back room real quick, and then I will bring you back after this, okay? So please stay put. Oh, I guess I'll bring Deej back since he's supposed to be answering. All right. So we will take this out. It's 5 questions, and I have somebody to back me up that I did not change questions. I am right now going to DM JJ.
I was just about to mention that, because normally I would have the questions and the answers, but I don't. But
that's because I just came up with them when I was having everybody do that, because I was like, oh crap, how are we going to do this? Final 5. That's what we're going to do. All right, so he has my final 5. Yep. So the first question is 1. Who is my favorite character in the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Yvette, what do you say?
I've got Frankenfurter.
All right. And Deej, what do you say?
I'm going to go with Rocky.
Okay. All right. Yvette. Second question. Who is my favorite Doctor Who actor? An actor that played Doctor Who. And if you say Jodie Whittaker, it might make this whole thing useless because I might have to throw you in the back. If that doesn't give you guys a little hint, you can take one off. But who is my favorite Doctor Who actor?
Could you give me a hint, like old or new?
It's one of the 12.
Come on, man. Give her the whole damn question.
No, listen to this. I do have two that I put
Yeah.
equal.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
never mind.
One is older and one is newer. So, because I do separate them out by.
So do I. That's why
I separate them out from the original ones I watched on, like, what we had was PBS here, but it was BBC over there. But
okay,
the new
so,
ones, after Christopher Eccleston on is the new, I say,
Yes.
and everything before that is the older. So, okay, so I have one of each, and either one will work.
Okay, well, I'll do Tom Baker, and I will do Peter Capaldi.
Okay. And Deej?
I'm going with John Pertwee and David Tennant.
Okay. And the next question is, who is my favorite Spider-Man actor? I'm talking about the, I'll go with the MCU or the two Sony releases, not any of the cartoons or anything like that. So either Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom, what's his last name?
Holland.
Yeah, Tom Holland. That's it. Jeez, my brain went dead there for a second. Yvette?
Okay, the only one I know is Tobey Maguire. I have no idea who you like.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Just asking. I mean, it doesn't have to be your answer, but okay. And Deej?
I'm going with Tobey Maguire too because it took you too long to answer the others' names.
I said Andrew Garfield right away.
No, you went Andrew Garfield.
No, that was for Tom Holland.
Yeah,
you took a pause. You took a pause on Garfield.
Interesting. Maybe subjective. Maybe it was on purpose. All right. The fourth question: steak, medium rare, medium well, or well done. How should it be made?
Medium rare.
Okay.
Well done.
And Deej?
Well done.
Well done. Okay. And 5, gravy on fries. Yes or no?
That's gross. But you're an American? I don't know. God, no. I can't even.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Very good.
Disgusting.
Right. Deej?
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's our final 5, guys. That's our final 5. And
okay. You ready? You want me to go through them, or you gonna do it?
you can do it.
You can do it. You can do it. All right.
First question.
First question. Who is my favorite character in the Rocky Horror Picture Show? The answer was Frankfurter. Question number 2. Who is my favorite Doctor Who actor? Now, this was an either-or question. Either one answered could have been correct. It was either David Tennant or Tom Baker. Question number 3. Who is my favorite Spider-Man actor? Tobey Maguire. Steak, medium rare, medium well, or well done? Medium rare. And last question. Gravy on fries, yes or no? Yes.
Dirty bastard.
And with that being said, Yvette is our winner, with the score being 4-3 for Deej.
There it is. Oh. Wow. Wow. All right, we're gonna bring everybody back up now. That was some really.
That was good.
That was really good, guys.
Before we
What was that?
I was going to call foul on that last question because it sounded like Deej knew the answer to that last question.
Well, there's only one way to cook a steak, and that's medium rare.
Yeah, the steak. I don't know why you said well. It was like, Deej, were you like
Some
really
people
well?
some people like to make sure the cow has been dead for months.
Dude,
Yeah.
I like my
Chris
steak.
likes
And then with the
Chris
fries,
likes his steaks like his cheeks. Okay, did you see his cheeks? All right, that's how he likes his steak.
To me, I like medium well. I don't want it all the way cooked, but I don't want it bloody either.
I'll do medium
I thought we
or
were guessing
medium.
what he liked, not what it
Yeah,
should be.
you're right.
Medium
You're
well, or I mean medium or medium rare. Those are the two that I.
Well, I mean,
base
I could understand JJ's answer. Steak is different when you can actually bite into it.
Mhm.
You know what you can do and what you can do when you get there? Or where you can go and what you can do when you get there?
And then with
we
the
had
fun and
another great show. Guys
Yes, we
did a
did.
great job. Great questions. Great answers.
show.
I loved it. I love the fact that it came down to a tie, and now that I have a reason for my final five, because that's how we're going to break ties. But it does show to those of you out there who say this is rigged, it does show that I had nothing to do with these votes. I had nothing to do with these points, and it still got a tie. I mean, because I have ties all the damn time. I don't know how that's possible, but I did.
I still have a reason why it was rigged.
You got a
Oh,
reason
really?
all day long, but it's
No,
not
I
valid.
have a real legitimate reason why I
Now,
say
what,
it was rigged.
what's your press conference? Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay.
What is it?
No. Let's hear
Go
the
ahead.
grievance, Deej. How is it rigged? Come on.
I know what he's going to say.
Yeah, LDG should know what I'm going to say because he is in a relationship with one in the game, so that could outcome his vote.
I'm in a relationship with you, for God's sakes. What,
No,
what
no,
do you
no, no,
want
no,
from me here? Okay?
No.
Wait
We're
a
not in a
minute.
relationship. Okay?
They're not even in.
You want-
they're
you want-
even, they are separated by an ocean.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Atlantic.
Still,
There's
And
nothing
nothing's
she can do
actually-
to
Okay,
make
so it's a very wet
Yeah.
relationship.
it. Oh. Okay,
My
listen.
I
bad.
love
bad.
you
I'm
just
sorry.
as much as I love anybody else on this panel. Okay, so you can bite me.
Now-
I gave you 30 points when you deserved it. I was more
Ooh.
than fair.
Ooh, that's kick ass. Is that the
If I
4K Blu-ray?
Ooh, nice.
I want to watch that tonight. I gotta watch that. I haven't seen that forever.
I own that movie.
Jedi. I did too.
Hi.
If
Guys,
I may,
thank you
before
so
we
very.
end
Hey,
it-
look, Jedi. Show that again.
Oh, the last Starfighter.
Last
Jedi
Jedi.
Bills.
Nice.
Ooh,
Jedi
Boom.
yes,
turned into
yes.
Alexander. It's showtime.
All right,
Hey,
guys. Thank you
Hang on,
very
hang on.
much.
Chris,
What?
I'm sorry. I know you're trying to close it up, but Austin wanted to say something real quick.
Go ahead, Austin.
before we end, I should have brought it up earlier, but would you guys like to know the results of the poll?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Share your
so-
screen. Put it up and share the screen.
What was
okay.
the poll? Did I miss the poll?
The
Yeah,
Yeah,
poll
who's
is
gonna
on.
win? Who's gonna win this week's Rumble?
Oh, I missed the poll. Shit.
Don't need to know.
The poll doesn't matter.
Ooh. Ooh.
Last time said I was going to win too, so poll doesn't matter.
Poll don't matter. I like that.
But it was close between Yvette and
Deej.
Deej.
Or building.
I even
that-
voted for the poll.
It's okay. I think I won the last time I was on this show. I think I won the last time.
But that's all right.
Yes.
Hey, Deej, if it'll make you feel better, I voted for you.
And thanks for everyone for voting for me. Chris, can I just say, this is the first ever game I've ever won.
Oh well, there.
Congrats.
Yeah, now you have a reason,
Congratulations.
and you will be back. You are on the champions wheel, and the champions wheel. How this works
Gotta
is
get up early again.
not right
Yeah,
away.
but not for a while.
Not right
for a while.
away.
See,
Not for a
so-
while.
I'm
And then you
doing.
get to kick Anzo's ass.
I'm doing 8 episodes, and then we go to what we call our tournament champions.
Semifinal.
Tournament of champions. We'll have 2 episodes of 4 each. Those 4 will be randomly picked who you go against from the Wheel of Champions. Then the top 2 point getters go to the final for 4 people against each other to become a grand champion. At which point you will go and be on the pedestal with Mr. Anzo, the first grand champion of the Rumble, and we'll wait because then you'll have another chance to go and do that if you make it that far. And when we get 4 grand champions, they will have the grand champion.
The grandest champion.
Grand.
You
And,
just
and by the way,
hurt
if
my
I'm correct,
brain now.
for anybody watching this now or watching this later, if you want to be a contestant here, are like it's not, just speak up, get a hold of Chris. You
Yes.
could be up here. Am I right?
Yes.
Anybody
Yes,
interested?
Don't be
DM
afraid.
Chris.
Don't think this is some kind of you could be up here. Just get a hold of
Anybody-
this guy way up here with the red cheeks.
Yeah. Anybody, listen, you can DM me, you can DM JJ. He works with me on a lot of this stuff. At least help me out, have people come through. Same thing goes for Name That Tune. By all means, if you guys want to do that, if you think you're good at naming tunes, by all means, please DM him or me. But you DM me, and I can get you on the show. I'm looking for contestants for 2 weeks from today. If Deej wants to come back and he wants to try to get on there, he can. Jedi, you're more than welcome to come back. Commodore, you're more than welcome to come back. Our 2 champions are currently here right now. Austinator was the first champion of this season, and now we have Yvette. And I'm sure LDG will take a stab at it again. I'm sure JJ will take a stab at it again.
Yeah, I want another stab at it. Hell yeah.
Stab at tube steak.
This show is not brought to you by Project Prometheus. The show is not brought to you by Project Prometheus.
No, you know
Actually,
what?
it is.
Yeah.
You know what, Bill?
Not yet.
Bill. Hey, you know what though, Bill?
That's where you're right.
That's right.
Now, if I were in charge, and I am,
I gotta deep fake your face on that guy. I gotta.
You know what?
Do it.
You know
I got
what?
a few that I want deep fake.
I
need to.
I will be back because I want Onzo.
Yeah, so do I.
Listen
to
to
get my head off his
Wow.
steak.
They're coming for you, Hanzo.
Yes,
Bring
they
the
are.
You
tube
damn straight he
steak.
is.
Oh boy.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for making this an awesome show, guys. I don't know what you guys think about the new format, but I like the new format. Lots of spice and stuff into it. So with that said, I am Chris Knight. This has been the Real Review 3000, and we're all officially out of here.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell. Follow Chris Knight and the Real Review 3000 on these platforms. For email and Patreon, see the description box below. To reach the Ego, use the Twitter handle @theego5150. We would like to thank the generous members of the Real Review 3000. Those members are Jesse Ritchie, JJ, aka SithLord3827, Lady Tariel, Yvette, Abraham Morales, and Onzo of Biggerford Entertainment. Thank you for your support and donations that help us at The Real Review 3000 bring you, the viewer, better content. For more information on how to become a member, click the join button below.